Mithila University was an ancient center of learning in India. It was located in present-day Mithila, a region that straddles the border between India and Nepal. The university was known for its excellence in teaching and research, particularly in the fields of philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy. The university played a significant role in the development of Indian intellectual traditions and was an important center for scholars from across India and beyond. The university was most famous for its SHASTRA. SHASTRA was founded by GAUTAMA. It was later developed by Ganesh Upadhyay. From 12th century to 15th century, Mithila University was an important center for learning cultures. Shankar Mishra was another scholar who worked on Vaisheshika, the Nyaya and the Smriti. Vasudeva Sarvabhaum, the famous logician of Nadia, received his education at Mithila. In the 15th century, Raghunath SIROMANI was the head of the university. At that time, this university was also known as Mithila Vidyapith. According to the scholars and historians of Maharaja Dhiraj, Lakshmeshwar Singh Museum and Maithili Sahitya Sansthan, the University of Nalanda and Vikramshila were destroyed by Mughal Emperor because these universities were organized at a particular place. But to destroy the University of ancient Mithila was not so easy because it was spread out in many ashram or gurukul of different ancient philosophers of Mithila. According to Abul Fazl, during the reign of Shah Jahan, Mithila became famous for its scholars and poets who received rewards from the emperor for their scholarship. In the 16th century, Mithila emerged as the chief center of both secular and religious learning. Sanskrit scholars from different parts of India came to Mithila to study Hindu philosophy. In Mughal period, Raghunandan Das was an eminent intellectual of the university. Mughal Emperor Akbar was very influenced by him, so he gifted him entire Mithila as a gift. But Raghunandan Das later offered it to his guru Mahesh Thakur as Guru Dakshina. Mahesh Thakur established Darbhanga Raj Kingdom on the day of Ram Navami in 1557. Examination of this university was known as Salalika Pariksha. It was examined by Dwar Pandits. In this examination, candidates have to explain the portion of the page in a manuscript which is passed by a needle. This examination was for candidates to complete graduation certificate. There was more tough level of examination, Salika Pariksha, in which candidate is required to present himself in the examination by the public. This later examination was known as Satyantra. The scholar or the candidate in this examination could be asked to any question on any topic by the people they like. After passing this Sadyantra test, scholars were honored by three different classifications: Upadhyay, Mahopadhyay, and Mahamahopadhyay, according to their level of knowledge. These honors were much coveted among the scholars. This university taught literature and fine arts, science subjects, the scriptures including the Vedas, Nyaya Shastra and more. 12th century Indian mathematician and philosopher Ganesh Upadhyay founded the School of New Logic at this site where he wrote Tattva Chintamani. Two subjects that later gained prominence in Mithila University were Nyaya and Tark Shastra. In Mithila, there were a lot of scholars and teachers who flourished educational system in the kingdom. Like Maharshi Panchasiksha preached Samakhya Shastra to Dharmadhwaj Janak, the king of Mithila. He wrote Sasti Tantra. This book is 60 chapters of Sankhya Shastra. He wrote 60,000 verses on the nature of matters, the self, the faculties of perception and action, and supernatural powers. He taught about the relation between body and the soul in the earthly life and after death. Kapila is the author of the ancient Indian philosophy of SHASTRA. His ashram was at Kapileshwar Sthan in the Mithila region of Madhubani district in Bihar. He wrote his SHASTRA philosophy and taught his disciples there. Sukhdev, the son of sage Vaishya, came to Mithila to study higher spiritual knowledge from the king Janak. In Subga village near Jaleshwar, there is an ashram of Sukhdev, adoration of Sukhdev by King Janaka. Ayachi Misra was the scholar of Nyaya Shastra. He was famous for his Nyaya Shastra knowledge. He taught his disciple free of cost. On the behalf of Guru Dakshina, he asked his disciple to teach 10 people. He also taught his son Shankar Mishra. Shankar Mishra wrote 19 books on the basis of his father's teaching. Pakshadhar Mishra was the teacher of famous scholars Vasudev Sarvabhauma, Raghunath SIROMANI. He was very famous professor for teaching Nyaya Shastra. In this academy, no one was allowed to copy the lectures provided by him to his disciples in written format. He is author of Alok, which is a commentary on Tattva Chintamani. He was one of the founders of Navya Nyaya Shastra of the ancient Indian philosophy. His academy is also known as Pakshadhar Mithila School. Vidyapati was the most notable poet of Maithili language. He wrote many books in Maithili language. He was also a renowned scholar of Sanskrit. He taught the students in the ancient Mithila University and added luster to the glorious achievement of the university. His major works were Kirti Lata, Kirti Palaka, Bhu Parikrama, Vibhasagar, etc. In the early medieval period, Mithila witnessed political instability and social upheavals for a pretty long period. After the death of Harsha, several regional forces like later Gupta, Palas, Pratiharas, Parmar, Sena and others flourished. They often attacked and offended Mithila. Fragmented bands of these attacking dynasties or their armies and several other clans and tribes settled down in different parts of Mithila, causing social disorder and imbalances. Ganesh Upadhyay of Mithila and Raghunath SIROMANI of Navadvip developed a new version of Nyaya Shastra known as Navya Nyaya School of Indian Philosophy. They established a new university for Hindu philosophy at Navadvip, Nadia district, known as Nadia University. Vasudev Sarvabhauma was once prevented from copying the text of Mithila University. There he committed to memorize the whole part of Tattva Chintamani and then he wrote down the text at Nadia, which he memorized and helped in establishing the new university at Nadia. Mahamahopadhyay Gokulnath was a scholar of Mithila who migrated to Nadia to contribute in the establishment of new school of logic known as Navya Nyaya. This led to the decline of the reputation and importance of Mithila. From here, Nadia emerged as a second center of learning of Hindu philosophy.